Hello, everybody. This is Rondell Mitchell, aka the How To King. I'm back with part number two of the 800 link tutorial of the back office. Okay, the next tab that we want to look at here is the resources tab. Now, this is really a very self-explanatory tab. It's basically just a culmination of all of your audio files that you have on your account here. Okay, it does have a few additional things here up here that you can play with, and you can learn more about this in the tutorials too if you want to like get to a level of mastery of the 800 link platform. These videos that we're making today are basically just to give you a foundation to work on so that you know what you're doing and how to navigate throughout the back office. Okay, now again, the accounts tab also a lot of information, personal information. Okay, so you have your contact info, your payment details, how to make payments, your billing history, any important announcements from 800 Link, and then you also have the section here for you to change your password and the auto blocker. And just in case you were wondering what the auto blocker is that's where you would go and enter any numbers for someone who may have asked to be placed on the do not call list, or someone who keeps calling your number being silly, whatever the case may be. If you need to block anyone, that's where you would go to do it. Okay, so now the most important tab in this entire platform is the call reports. Okay, now you can see here today, this is today's report, and I haven't received any calls today. I haven't received very many calls this month because I've not been really working my business too much. Like I said in the previous video, my ear infection was so bad that I didn't really do anything but lay around for like the last 2 weeks. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you last month's call report. Okay, so if we click on last month's call report, and there's a little lag here in my computer, but you can see that it shows I received 825 calls last month. Okay, now what do you want to do with these when you're looking at them? Now, number one, you could, if you wanted to hunt and peck, you could go through these individually and call them back on your phone or your cell phone or whatever the case. But there's other options that you could use with this. Okay, one of the other options you could do is you could actually come over here to where it says filters. Okay, now if you click on filters, it's going to give you some options here. All right. So now you can see you can choose dates if you want to go for a specified date, like they call during 1 week, or if you want to call back people that called you on a specific day. This is where you would do that. You would set the start and end time right there. Okay. Now, you can also set this based upon the calling number. Now, I'm sorry. We're not going to get into that right now. That's totally something else. The calling number is the number that they called you from. So you don't want to do too much with that right here. But you could also you could also set it based upon the amount of time that they listen to your message. Now, if you only want to call people back who listen to your message for 60 seconds or longer, then you could put 1 minute minimum, and you wouldn't even have to enter anything in the max because the only thing that you're worried about is the minimum. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now, last thing you could actually do is if you only want it to show you the people who left you a message. If that's what you want, you would click this tab here. Now you can see that the information remained the same. So whenever you change your numbers on your search here, you would want to come over here and click on the load button to refresh the results. And now you can see I went from 825 calls coming in to 43 messages for the month of November. Okay, now you're getting somewhere because now these are much more targeted than just simply calling someone back who called your number and listened for a minute or two. These people actually left you a message. Now you want to take in mind that some of these people may have even joined by now if you are calling your leads back properly. But and if that's the case, all you would have to do is go into your uh, into your website or wherever you keep your contact information at, and you can put their calling number in here and see if if they in fact are on this list of people who left their information. Then you can delete them out of this list. Okay, so once you have this, now you have the opportunity to actually export this information. Okay, so what could you export this for? You could export this to do another phone broadcast. You could export this and do a ringless voicemail campaign. You could also export this and do a text message blast. And last but not least, you could export this and place this into a tool like Phone Burner or something like that that allows you to call leads back without waiting for the phone to ring and all of the other things you have to do when you call manually. So, those are four very good options for you to retarget your leads and stay in front of them, because the objective is for you to stay in front of your leads. Okay. Eventually they'll either join or they'll say they're not interested, and that's what you want. Okay. So now that you've called back your people who left a message, now you could actually call back anyone who listened to a message for 4 minutes, 1 to 4 minutes. Okay, or let's just go 0 to 4 minutes. Okay, so when this loads up, now what you actually have done here is you've changed the criteria, because since you chose 0 to 4 minutes, now it's eliminated anybody who left a message, because the message is longer than 4 minutes. It's like 4 minutes and however many seconds. Okay, so now you have 737 people who you know for a fact did not leave a message. So now what you could do is you could export this list, and you could actually give these people a call back or a ringless voicemail or a text message. And basically, you could say something like this. You could say, "Hey, this is Mitch here in Ohio. I'm getting back to you. Last month, you called my automated hotline and you listened to some information about an income opportunity, but you never left a message. And, I was getting back to you. Sometimes people get distracted. Sometimes people might be cooking or driving or whatever the case. But if you're serious and you're looking for an opportunity to earn a significant amount of income all while you work from home part time, then I encourage you to go to this website." Okay, that's what you could tell them. Go to this website, or you could possibly tell them to call you back. I would more prefer to send them to some information before we get on the phone, or they'll have a bunch of questions and they won't really know exactly what this is all about. And then, if you were using ringless voicemail or voice broadcasting, you could put in your caller ID the number that goes right back to your original recording. And then you could tell them, and look, if you don't remember what I'm talking about, all you have to do is dial the number that's in your caller ID right now and listen to the message one more time. That way you'll know exactly whether or not it is a fit for you. You know, all all this is, folks, is this is about marketing. Okay, you want to stay in front of your captive audience. Okay, now if they tell you that they want to be placed on the do not call list or something like that, then you just copy their name, I mean copy their number, and you can put it into this software, and the software will prevent you from utilizing this information in that way. So you won't be able to export their information and all that stuff anymore, and then you'll be protected. Okay, so folks, that is it for this video. I think I covered everything fairly well. I don't want to go on too long and make it a long drawn out video. What I will tell you is this, is that if you by chance are looking to get involved with the 800 link marketing system, the virtual phone system, which you should if you're in any type of home-based business, or internet marketing programs, this is an awesome way to capture leads, because the difference between using this platform and a lead capture page is people cannot give you a fake phone number. If they call you, it's recorded. So there's no fake emails that you're mailing out to false emails and stuff like that. So that's one of the many perks of using this software. So again, if you have any questions about it, you feel free to reach out. If you're ready to use this platform, you can actually get access to it from the link that's below the description. Well, that's in the below the video in the description. And my ethical bribe to you is that if by chance you do want to utilize this platform, I will actually give you access to some of the personal voiceover people that I've used in the past to create my messages for me. And I'll also even do a more in-depth tutorial with you to show you how this thing works if there was anything that I did not cover in this video by chance. Okay, so that is it, folks. If you got any value whatsoever out of this video, I ask you to please leave me a thumbs up below this video. It helps the rankings of the video. And also subscribe to my channel if you like my videos and stuff. Okay, so thanks again, folks. This is Rondell Mitchell, aka the How To King, and I'm signing off. And I appreciate every single one of you. Okay, bye bye.